Hello again. Did you miss me? I have not filmed since my breast implant video, which was in July. Holy shit, probably one of the longest times I've ever gone without filming a video. I feel like I forgot how to do this. So I've been away, and to tell you the truth, it's been kind of awesome taking a step back from social media. I don't really have a specific plan for today's video, but I do have a lot of information that I want to share with you. So I think I'm going to start just with doing my makeup and kind of catching you guys up on what I've been doing and where I've been. And then I want to share with you a lot of different things that I've been doing to kind of help my body detox from being so sick for so long. So I'm gonna go over some of the stuff that I've been doing recently to kind of promote that well-being. And then I have a lot of stuff to catch you guys up on. So let's start with doing my makeup because I need to put a little bit something on for the day. You, and we're good. Going minimal today. So I am feeling a little bit displaced at the moment. My parents are currently here and I have a mattress in my beauty room. So my chair is like sitting on top of a mattress and my parents' stuff is like sitting everywhere in here. So I'm kind of like, oh my God, where is everything? What am I doing with my life? This update video has been such a long time coming. I don't even know where to start. So many things have happened since I've last been on camera and spoke to you guys on here. I am starting off with the Yves Saint Laurent Beauty Touche Eclat Radiant Touch Pen. These are freaking awesome. They are a lifesaver when you don't have a lot of sleep. They're not a concealer, they're just like a brightening pen, but I find it perfect because it's really, really light, and on days where I'm not like wearing an actual full face of makeup, it can just really brighten my face. So where to start? This summer was crazy. It was the busiest summer that we have had ever. It was so much fun, but it was one of those like blink and it's gone summers. In July, we had Glenn's friends come over from Australia for a week or so, and we took them to go and see my parents up in the interior of British Columbia. We live in Vancouver, as I'm sure many of you guys know, but my family lives in Stamets and I'm, which is in like the middle of our province, and so there's a lot of mountains and lakes, and it's just very outdoorsy, so we wanted to take our guests there to enjoy the lake. And we had so much fun, but we were there for a couple of days and then left from there to Australia for 2 weddings. We were there for 10 days and went to Glenn's brother's wedding, and also Glenn's dad decided to get married at the same time so that we didn't have to make 2 trips. So we had 2 weddings in 10 days and seeing all of our friends and family in Australia, which was crazy. It was the first time that we had been back since moving, so that was really fun to see everybody. It had already been 2 years, which holy shit, how has 2 years passed? That's just like, anyways. We got back from Australia, we had 1 day to rest, and then we left for Shambhala Music Festival. we came back to Vancouver, and then I had a few days here, and then I went to New York, which was super fun. I went with YSL Beauty, and I always have so much fun on trips with them. I just have such a lovely time. They're the best team ever. We were there for the YSL Beauty Hotel. This time it was at New York Fashion Week. So that was super fun. Saw some new products. I'm actually going to use one of the new products. It's a lipstick. It's beautiful. But yeah, so went to New York. I came back from New York the same day that I got back. My friend had actually moved to Vancouver, and so there was a big like welcome to Vancouver party for him. And I went straight out, and so it's just basically been go, 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 go to the next event. And that brings me to this week, where tomorrow Glenn and I are actually leaving for the UK. We are going for, I believe, 12 days, 13 days, something like that. So I'm super excited to go to the UK with Glenn, and we are going to Manchester first with Lush, and then we're going to London, and then we're going to Brighton. So excited. I've never been to Brighton. I've always wanted to go. So this is gonna be a super fun trip. I am very much looking forward to it. So today is kind of like the last minute run around, get all my shit done stuff. So I'm going crazy. It's gonna be great, but while we are in the UK, my friends are actually going to be living in our apartment. They moved to the city, and almost right away their apartment actually flooded, and so they were required to move out while the apartment was like aired out and basically redone, so they had nowhere to stay. And we thought, why don't you guys just stay at our place if we're going to be in the UK? So I have my two guy friends that I've known since like preschool living in my house as of tomorrow. So needless to say, there is a lot going on at the Gustard Pukas house. It has been a bit of a shit show, but it'll be great. And yeah, that's it. Alright, so the new YSL product I wanted to show you is their new The Slim lipstick. It looks like this, and I love that it is this diamond shape applicator. I feel like you'll get a really precise line. But I just wanted to add just a little bit just for color. And then on top of that, pretty much to complete every lip combo that I ever do, I like putting the YSL Tint in Balm over top, just because it's basically like a tinted moisturizing balm. And I love it, and it keeps my lips from being dry. Cool, easy. I'm not gonna bother doing my hair. I'm just gonna scrunch and zhuzh and let it air dry. Oh my god, this is a struggle. I'm just gonna leave you. You stay. So some of the health things that I wanted to share with you guys. I do want to preface this by saying this isn't things that I specifically do every single day religiously. I am horrible with routine, and I really genuinely try to do many of these things most days of the week, but if there's a day that I miss or if I'm traveling, I'm really not that worried. It's just something that I want to do to supplement my life. If I'm able to do it and I remember to do it, I do it. If not, I'm not gonna stress about it. That's kind of where I sit, because I don't want to feel boxed in by, you have to take your vitamins by 11:30 in the morning, you have to do this by this time. It's just not realistic for me. So things that I do, I try to do them as often as I can, but I'm also not going to sweat it if I don't. So with that said, one of the things that I do usually a couple of times a week is juice. And if you followed my channel for a while, you already know this. I like to juice. I've juiced for quite a while. But what I've been doing differently lately is, instead of juicing any and all fruits and vegetables, I have been doing a celery juice in the morning. So when I was really struggling last year with my gut health, a lot of you guys recommended to read the book Medical Medium, and I bought it and I read it, and it was really interesting. Super cool book, definitely recommend it. A lot of it is just kind of common sense stuff. Eat well and hopefully feel well. But one of the things that I did take out of that book was juicing celery. Celery juice on an empty stomach first thing in the morning is super beneficial for cleansing your body and helping your gut. And I was really interested in it for that purpose. But looking up other benefits of celery juice, it's really good for neutralizing your pH in your body, helping with your skin, helping your kidney and your bowel functions. And it's just overall a really good way to kind of jumpstart your day. One thing to make note of, you do want to be purchasing organic celery. This is one of the dirty dozen items. There is items that you should be buying organic, then others that don't really matter as much, but celery is one of those ones that you really should be purchasing organic. So when you're juicing, get you a good organic one. tell everybody that you missed them? Say hi guys, it's been a while. And say hi guys, it's been a while. Hi guys. I'm getting lipstick on you, sorry. Are you a good dog? Oh, yeah, I know you are. It was just a rhetorical question. Oh, that's a good stretch. This means she wants me to tuck her under the blankets. I know, come on. So not juice related, but still food related. I've been making sure to limit my processed foods and be really aware of eating quite green and very, I guess, just simplistically in that way. You guys already know that's a very kind of staple thing for my diet anyway, but I have been kind of cutting down the processed fake meats and things like that just to give my body a bit of a break. And then also something that's obvious, but I'm still going to say it, sweating. Your body is meant to sweat. Doing things like exercising or going in the sauna, it is really good for your body to get the toxins and crap out, and so sweating is definitely a way of doing that. All right, so I'm almost finished my juice, and in the last little bit, I actually like to save that to put some of my tinctures into. So the first tincture I'm adding to the rest of my juice is a mushroom one. I am a fungi queen. I love the mushrooms. This is a chaga mushroom extract. It is a organic one that was grown in Canada. Whenever you buy a mushroom product, you really need to make sure that it was grown in North America and or like grown in Australia. You really want to steer away from mushrooms that were grown in China, as they absorb a ton of the air pollution. So I make sure to buy something that's relatively local, and I will be adding some of these drops to my drink. So that's the first thing that I've been adding. The second thing that I add is new to me. I've been taking this for about a month, and it is Lymphatonic. This is meant to help stimulate your lymphatic system, and that is what I've been really focusing on post-explant. If you didn't already know, your lymphatic system is basically your waste removal system. It helps rid your body of toxins and different crap that's accumulated inside of you. So this Lymphatonic has a ton of different herbs in it that are really great for stimulating your lymphatic system. You could actually take these like individually, like echinacea or red root or octillo or licorice. You could be having those as like a tea or something, but I found it in this tincture form was just way easier to consume on a daily basis, so this is what I've been doing. Anything that you can do to kind of help that and support that is really, really great, and especially after surgery or after being sick, it really helps with building your immune system, and so that's something that I've been focusing on. So I mix that up, and then before I drink that down, I'm actually going to sublingually take some oil of oregano. I love this stuff. It is so helpful for your immune system. I feel like when I take this on the verge of a cold, or if I just take this in maintenance, I don't end up getting sick. So I've loved that for as long as I can remember. I've also been taking vitamin D3. This one also has MCT oil in it, as you're supposed to take a fat with your vitamin D so that it absorbs in your body better. And then of course the last thing that I take pretty much daily is CBD. CBD is fantastic for inflammation and anxiety and just general well-being. I am a massive believer in cannabis, as I'm sure a lot of you already know by this point, so this is a staple product in our household. So the CBD and the vitamin D3 actually taste totally fine, so you don't really need to like wash them down with anything, but I saved my juice so that I could wash down the oil of oregano, because this is like potent shit. It tastes like gasoline. It's not a pleasant taste. So I will do the pleasant ones first, and then the oil of oregano, and then wash it down with my mushroom and lymphatic tonic. So my D3, I only need a drop. And then with my CBD, I do about half a dropper. And that tastes really nice and minty. I'll give that a second. And then the oil of oregano, I take about half a dropper as well. I'll finish it off with the rest of this. Since I am traveling tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing a few of my tinctures. I can't bring everything because A, it'll probably be illegal to bring CBD internationally. B, it's a bit of a bitch to try and figure out where you can refrigerate things like that, because a lot of them need to be refrigerated. So I kind of only take my massive essentials when I travel. And my 2 essentials, one of them is the oil of oregano that I just took. And then another one is actually another mushroom product. This is called Myco Shield. It's from Host Defense, which is Paul Stamets' company. If you don't know who Paul Stamets is, I am going to link the most mind-blowing podcast ever down below in the info box. Listen to it. It is Joe Rogan and Paul Stamets basically talking about mycology, which is the study of fungi and mushrooms. It is freaking mind-blowing. It is so worth your time. But this is fantastic. I love it. I've taken it on the last few trips and I haven't been sick, which has been absolutely wild. I don't know if it's a combination of what I've been doing or if it is because my implants were literally taxing my immune system so much. I used to get sick almost every single time that I traveled. You guys remember it would be like a 2-week recovery period every single time that I traveled, because it was like I'd come home and I'd just immediately be sick. That hasn't happened since Explant, so maybe that has something to do with it, and maybe also it is my preventative care. Who knows? I'm just grateful that I've been feeling so freaking awesome lately. Other than my tinctures, I do have some vitamins and supplements that I do occasionally take, but the only thing that I have been taking religiously every day, or trying to take religiously every single day, are my probiotics. These are ones from Onnit. I really like them because they have a probiotic, a prebiotic, and an enzyme in the one packet. And then the other thing that I've been trying to take more regularly is spirulina. Spirulina has many different benefits, but I primarily try to take it for helping with my skin, as well as it is a great anti-inflammatory. Now to deal with the aftermath of juicing. A lot of people show pretty juices on Instagram, but they probably don't show the reality of what making that juice actually was. I'm gonna clean this and then I'll talk to you guys. I think that focusing on my lymphatic system is super important, especially so because I showed a lot of external issues with like acne and with like rashes or things like that. And from my understanding, when toxins build up inside your body, they have to get out somehow, and it was coming out through my skin in the form of acne. And if your lymphatic system is basically overloaded and is just constantly cycling the toxins through your body, it doesn't actually get rid of them, it's just continually cycling that crap through you. So the thing about your lymphatic system is that it doesn't have a pump. So like your heart pumps your blood through your circulatory system, the lymphatic system doesn't really have anything that specifically pumps the lymph through your body. So what you need to do is manually move it. So after Explant, I looked into going to different places that did lymphatic drainage. And what that entailed was basically a really, really light massaging over your lymph nodes. And so obviously you probably know of more common lymph nodes being like right in here, but there's also some in your armpits, there's some down near your groin, they're all over your body. And so that massage was kind of stimulating that to try and get your body to naturally move it a little bit more. Doing something like lymphatic drainage is really beneficial to get your lymph moving, but the only downside to that is the fact that it's like $100 per go. And that's obviously not very sustainable to be going and doing that several times a week for a prolonged period of time to get back into a good kind of balance. And so I didn't want to spend that much money doing something like that. So I've gone a few times, but then doing things at home to kind of boost that and keep it almost maintained. And so one of the things that I've been doing to kind of maintain my lymph movement has been dry brushing. You guys have probably seen dry brushing around because it is super beneficial for your skin and your skin health, but what you may not have known is it's actually really beneficial for your lymph nodes. Dry brushing is something that I'll probably go into a little bit more depth in a separate video, and maybe in like a skin-centered video, but I definitely had to include it while talking about my lymphatic system, because this has been something that I've been trying to do every few days before I shower. Another thing that I have implemented in my daily routine, rebounding. I'm sitting on a trampoline. So I'm sure that you may be in the same boat as I used to be. I used to think that people with trampolines in their houses were people that were like trying to follow like really shitty VHS exercise tapes, and then they just never got around to it. So the trampoline ended up in their garage and it's been in there for 20 years and only the kids play on it. Go away, I just got you in the bedroom, Mom. Oh my God.
I was coming to check to see if you could hear me.
Leave me be.
You don't wants to eat.
Mom!
Okay, Pants is coming. Can she come?
I don't care.
Pants says, I'm trying to eat for God's sake, and he's skinny.
As I was saying, so I bought a trampoline, and the reason being is rebounding or bouncing on a trampoline is supposedly one of the best ways to move your lymph in your lymphatic system. And what I didn't really realize as an added benefit, which I think is kind of neat once I think about it, Tony Robbins always says if you change your physical energy, you'll change your mental energy. Jumping on this trampoline for 5 minutes in the middle of the day is like going out and getting a cup of coffee. Like, you just feel so energized and so like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, your mind is clear, you feel good, and you've kind of just changed your physical energy, and it's changed your mental energy along with that. So it's been really nice for helping with my lymphatic system and my detox process, but it's also been really nice as just a fun, weird little thing to do throughout the day that just kind of just shakes you up and just makes you feel good. So I have it sitting in the living room, and I have a fake little sheepskin rug sitting on top of it, just so it kind of like goes with the aesthetic of the room. It's actually really funny, like people ask like, what is that? They think it's just like a little platform thing, and then they realize it is my trampoline. And this one is actually springless. That was something that I really looked for when purchasing. I didn't want the springs as they're harsher on your back and on your knees, and it just creates a better, safer bounce to have the bungees rather than the springs. And the brand of this is Jump Sport if you are interested. So these are the things that I've been implementing in my weekly life to try and aid my detox process after surgery. I definitely am interested in hearing anything that you guys can recommend. I feel like there is always room for improvement. And again, these are things that I'm doing. I'm not recommending this from a medical standpoint or from anything other than this is my experience and this is what I'm doing and what I'm finding is helping me. So yeah, if and when I add anything else into my routine, I will definitely let you guys know. I do want to do a follow-up on kind of more skin related and like helping my scars. I think a lot of you may be interested in what I've been doing as like scar maintenance after surgery, so that will be in an upcoming video. But yeah, this was more so of just what I've been trying to do to get my body back in action and super happy. I think this is where I'm gonna leave you guys because it is almost 3 o'clock and I am so not prepared to leave to the UK tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I didn't really have a massive plan. I just feel so out of whack with filming and almost awkward with it. I just haven't done it in so long that I feel very frazzled, but hopefully we'll get back in the swing of it in the next few videos, and I hope that today gave you guys a little bit of information or things to at least check out. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching my video. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye.